All right, Mike here with Better Times, here to give you the best bet parlay, the plus money parlay, and the underdog to watch for UFC Vegas 84, Johnny Walker versus Magomed Ankalaev. Now, before we get into that, I do want to go over our 2023 recap. We hit 62% of our money line bets. We hit 44% of our props. And the best bet parlay, my favorite part of the show, we hit 57% of our best bet parlay. Last year was a winning year. And the work we did last year is what came up with our slogan for this year. Start small, end big. Because I understand how fun sports betting is, but not everybody has the money to just throw it down like they want to. So I started off with $250. That's the point of the $50 best bet parlay. I would use $50 to parlay, and I would use the rest to live bet. And as I stacked my money, I would diversify my bets from there. I ended the year with $32,000 in winnings, and I plan to do it even bigger this year. So let's get into UFC Vegas 84. Underdog to watch is going to be Preston Parsons. This is an easy pick for me, simply for the fact that Parsons is a wrestler and he's going up against an over-aggressive striker. Semmelsberger is, even though he has knockout power and Parsons has had to show how tough he is before, he understands how to strike. He knows how to slip and rip. But the best thing he knows how to do is time his entries. And Semmelsberger is always over-aggressive. And if he gets taken down, he has shown that he can be controlled. And this is where Parsons is at his strongest, is when he's on top. I actually have him by submission. Preston Parsons, plus 105. Jump on that right now. Now, our plus money parlay. We got 4 legs, all over 1.5 rounds. First pick is going to be Magomed Ankalaev versus Johnny Walker, because Ankalaev, even though I believe he is clearly better everywhere, he has to respect the power of Johnny Walker. And plus, he likes to feel his way into fights anyway. I don't see that going any different against Johnny Walker. So that's our number 1 pick. Our number 2 pick is going to be Jim Miller versus Gabriel Benitez. Now, these fighters, even though they have serious holes in their defenses, they have shown that they can take a punch and they can put on a banger of a fight and not get finished. I don't see either one of them finishing each other. That makes it an easy pick. Our third pick is going to be Andrei Arlovsky versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. Now, this is simply for the fact that the defensive footwork of Andrei Arlovsky has brought him to many decisions. Even though he got knocked out in his last fight, he's been hit before and he's taken clean punches before. I don't see it being any different this time. And if Andrei Arlovsky can get the better of Cortez Acosta, same thing. He has shown that he can take damage and still move forward. Easy pick. Our 4th pick is going to be Preston Parsons versus Matthew Semmelsberger. Simply for the fact that Parsons can take a punch, and when he gets his way, he has a very controlling style when he gets on top. So I see all 4 of these fights going over 1.5. You put them together, it is a plus 798. If you have a spare $20, that'll win you $145.73 back. Now, my favorite part of the show, the best bet parlay. I love it. These are our most confident picks, and our number 1 pick is going to be Magomed Ankalaev. I have been singing his praises for years. This man is going to be the next long reigning champion at 205. Although I believe it's a little bit more trickier now with Pereira as champion, I still believe he gets the job done. And Johnny Walker is not in his way. Now, number 2 pick is going to be Farid Basharat. Farid Basharat, even though his opponent is a good striker just like him, his advantage is the wrestling. And that is where Taylor Lapilus has shown, even though he's good at getting up and he can still get defended, Basharat is on another level and he will be able to use his wrestling to his advantage. Our third pick, and it's our strongest pick, is going to be Manel Kape. Now, he did lose the first fight against Matheus Nicolau, but the things we learned in that fight is that Kape was the better fighter. He was able to take the left hook of Nicolau, which is his best punch, and still hit him back even harder. Since that fight, he has shown that he has learned his lesson since then, and I believe he is going to not let the fight get away from him this time. So, Magomed Ankalaev, Farid Basharat, Manel Kape, all three together is going to be valued at a plus 145. $50 wins you back $72.89. And that's the best bet parlay. That wraps up our mini episode. Please remember to visit our website at allinforbettertimes.com for full fight card breakdown and more bets. As always, the props and the lottery parlay will be available Wednesday. Follow us on social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And until then, may the odds be in your favor.